All right, good morning. Good morning, all. This is the requirement for our project to take off. I've received questions from some of you regarding the tools to be used, and already you've been given assignment to write overview about the tools. The first thing is we need some IDEs. We need with regards to the backend, we need IntelliJ IDE. So you check on IntelliJ IDE online and download it. IntelliJ, right? You should go for the community version if you cannot be making payment. I forgot I think is it $200 or something per year or something. Look at the pricing here. Look, if you want to have a 3-in-1 extension, you'll be paying $779. And the first year, the second year you pay $620. Is this feasible? It is really, if you are serious. And for IntelliJ, I think this is for individual something. You buy at the rate of $599 per year. But you can use other IDEs, or you go for IntelliJ, but then not really. You can go for the community version, which is free, or Edu version. Okay. You can check IntelliJ. You can use Eclipse if you like. They are going to do same. You can use NetBase, which are very free, open source. You say? Code blocks. Code blocks. Okay, it's another IDE. There are many. You can use JGrass, Dr. Java, and the rest. There are many. But IntelliJ has some kind of there are some things attached to it that has to do with smartness and all these code gaze and all this. So you can go for the community edition, which I think is the one, if I'm not mistaken, I think is the one I downloaded, IntelliJ. So you can download this, and it's a free trial, something for. So no, this is ultimate. Where is the community version? Community edition. Community edition. We can go for this. But this might not really have some features, but it will work, and there will be no problem. Inshallah, you can use it. When the need arises, you can maybe switch to the ultimate version. These are all what you have, all the ticked part of it. Okay, so that's it from the side of IntelliJ. I think this we don't need it. Then the next is what? Java programming. So you should install Java. I think many of you know how to do this JDK installation. I don't want to just download it's better for you to download it yourself. You understand? So you see we have many JDK releases. I think the last release here is JDK 21. I'm having JDK 17 in my system. Okay? So you can somebody please check on the lens. It's not all that visible. The projector lens. So these are the available JDKs for you to download. JDK 22 is the latest, and you can get it here free. You download and unzip. You can go by JDK 17, you can go by any, which is okay. The next is what? VS Code. I don't want to talk about VS Code and Angular today because we're talking about the backend. Angular, VS Code, we may not really talk about them. Now Spring Framework. So Spring Framework, this is the framework we are going to use. Please, let's have a simple review on it. Spring Framework provides a comprehensive programming and configuration model. Programming and configuration model for modern Java-based enterprise applications. Enterprise applications are those applications we developed with the help of Java EE technology. Enterprise edition. Can you recall that? We have this. In Java we have the JDK, the Java editions, one, the Java SE Standard Edition, Java EE Enterprise Edition, and what? Java ME. Thank you. So these are the editions of Java, right? Yes, these are the editions. So with regards to Spring Framework, it provides comprehensive programming and configuration model for what? Java-based Enterprise Edition. So it is mainly used for Java Enterprise Edition or any kind of deployment platform or whatever. There are a lot of theories here. These are the features: core technologies, testing, data access, Spring MVC, MVC, and then integration language and all that. And this is the initializer. I will come back to this page and then we're going to use this initializer to start our program or project. And we have a lot of things to discuss here. We'll be doing it one after the other, pending the need, when the need arises, and then we pick it and discuss it. Then next is the Spring Security, Spring Boot. After this is mixed up. This should be Spring Boot, and then Spring Framework as in general. Okay, so here we need to understand what this is all about. Spring Boot. You see, this is the framework. The Spring Boot is built on top of Spring Framework. Alright, so this now is the maintain, and this is the current version 6.1.6, and then the Spring Boot is 3.2.4. Spring Boot makes it easy to create standalone product grade Spring based applications that you can just run. We take an opinionated view of Spring platform and third-party libraries. You can get started with minimal tools. Most Spring Boot applications need minimal Spring configuration. Actually, Spring Boot helps you in configuring your application. So it is built on top of Spring Framework. what it does is it carries all the heavy, it has lifted the heavy things with regards to configurations for you. So but then it is part of the Spring framework. Then Spring Security, as the name suggests, it is what we use for securing the application. Also built on top of what? Spring framework. These are things actually we need to go through and understand what they are, the little we could. You know, the theory sometimes, not only sometimes, they are very important. If you understand what they are. You see now Spring Security. This is now Spring Security. All these are like subtopic in here. Can you see Spring Security? And then can you see Spring Boot in the Spring framework? Can you see? All these are there. Only that we are searching them when needed. So then here, Angular, we're going to discuss on Angular when we come to the front end development. And then MySQL database server. This also is needed with regards to what we're having on ground. You know, one good thing with programming, you need to understand the configurations and the setup, installations and all this before you start. Otherwise you have issues and then you cannot really do the development if issues arises. So here we have MySQL. MySQL, as it has been mentioned, you have dealt with most part of the MySQL needed in this program. So if you don't have it installed in your system, you can download it and you go to the download link, download and start using. I don't know whether we are understanding what we're doing here. Then now, please, for this we talk about the Google Cloud and all that later, how we host it on Google and the rest. But for now, let's concentrate on the development itself. Okay, I already have IntelliJ in my system, which is the community version. Can you see community edition? That's an open source, or it's free rather, it's free. So let me open the IntelliJ, sorry. If you like, you can use Eclipse, you can use NetBeans, you can use any IDE. If you want to start now, let's have this. How do we start a project? Okay, let's have another topic today. How do we start a project? This is now a fresh topic, not as an assignment. How to create a project with Spring framework. Please, let's be specific. How to create a Java web app project, right? how do we create Java Web App project? The step number one is to go to or to browse to load the Spring Framework initializer. From the Spring site. Okay, so how do we do that? This is the first thing we have opened, right? Which is Spring Framework. Just come down, scroll down here. Can you see something here? What is it? Quick start your project. If you want to quick start your project, you click on this Spring Initializer. When you click on it, it opens to this. Then please make a realistic suggestion here. I mean selection here out of the options you have. We want to go by using Maven, okay, and then I want to use Java instead of Kotlin, and not Groovy as well. All these are programming languages. So now I selected Java, and then the Spring Boot version already 3.2.4 has been selected, and I guess it is second to the highest, right? But this is a snapshot. I would suggest you go by this. Don't check the snapshot. Check this very well without snapshot. Either this. Then you give it a name. The first thing here, it says group, and then next is artifact, next is name of the demo and the name of the application, then the description, the package name, and the rest. So here it says com.example. Our intention is to build what kind of application? It is web, but then I think it's pick up and delivery, right? Pick up and delivery. So let me say pick up and delivery. Pick up and delivery. Let me do something like camel something and delivery. Pick up and delivery. Okay, that is the group, and then the artifact and name are same. So let me write same. Pick up and delivery. So here description, what is it? You describe the application.
Is there going to be a problem? Because the package name is saying pick up and delivery. Pick up and delivery.
Yes, it's not a problem. It will work. Description. The app facilitates logistics, for example, or let's say movement of goods. This you are describing what it is. Then package name, can you see it is the reverse order of your domain name? For example, ccl.com.ng, and now .com, .ng.com.ccl, reverse order. .com.pickup delivery, because we repeated it here as somebody is pick up and delivery. If, for example, if you remove this delivery, you say pick up. Can you see what it's doing? So it will give you .com. It will pick the entire of group and then dot it with what? Artifact. You can go with this. It's okay. Then it's asking you kind of packaging. I would like Warfine instead of JAR. Then it's asking me what kind of version of. I know in my system I'm having JDK 17, so let me go by 17. You know, these configurations, if you don't know how to do them, actually there is going to be a great problem. Okay, then we then generate. Sorry, I made a mistake. I'll quickly delete this. I haven't done the other parts of it. There are dependencies. Yes, I will delete this pickup. Okay, there are dependencies. That means the libraries we are going to be using in the application. The first thing here is that we need a library called web. You click and type and search it. Web, Spring Web. I don't know whether we're there. We need this. There must be this for you to develop web application. Are you understanding? Next is we need another one. We need Spring Security. Spring Security must be there. We'll come back to this and understand what they are. But then Spring Security, the Spring Web is used to build web, including the RESTful APIs, and the applications uses MVC, Spring MVC. It uses Apache Tomcat as the default embedded container. We'll discuss this not on the video because it will take time. When I'm done with this, I'll just generate and then we stop the video and discuss it. Then Spring Security. We need security, highly customizable authentication and access control framework for Spring applications. We need security really. Next, we need persistency, right? Yes. So we need MySQL. We need this MySQL, and we need JDBC driver itself. JDBC API, and the Spring Data JDBC. All these are needed. So I have to come back again and pick JDBC. We'll discuss it right now. JDBC. Spring JDBC. And this is from the side of okay, that's good. Then we also need JPA for the persistency, SQL persistency. It's needed. Please, you put down you silence your applications and your phones. Spring Data JPA, and I think JPA. I think that's all we need, right? But you know one thing, we must not necessarily mention all that we need here. We can, at the course of the running the program, we can continue to add dependencies or libraries when they are needed. Yes, let me see. Spring Web Security, JDBC Spring. JPA. Okay, I think we have added JPA. That's all. Yes, I think that's all. Let me be sure of what I'm doing. Okay, we have two other things we need to add. We'll be doing validations, so we need validations, and then we need this book. We're going to discuss them. Yes, I think we are good to go. So these are libraries needed. Then you now click on what? Generate. This, it will generate it for you in form of, yes, that's good. It has generated in form of zip. So then you unzip this and then you open it in IntelliJ. Are we there? You click on generate, it creates zip. Let me try to unzip this in a given folder. Let me pick it to a folder. Then you open it in IntelliJ. I have a folder I named, you can create a folder. I named it Angular Spring Boot. I think this is it. No, not this one. No, I think I named it Spring something. Or we should create another one now. Spring Boot Project Demo. Let me remove this. I want to make use of. Or instead of doing that, let's create another folder. We give it name, pickup and delivery, right? Spring Boot pickup and delivery project. So this, I created a folder, right? Then I'll paste that I have copied, which is our zipped Spring initializer. Okay, then you do what? Extract it here. Good. Then you delete this zipped file, we don't need it anymore. And then this will be opened from, let me close this project. This is our IntelliJ, right? Just click on open and then you search for your what do you call? Search for the folder. It is D, and under it we have Spring Pickup and Delivery. Spring Boot Pickup and what? Delivery. Get into it. Can you see the file? I mean the project name. Click it and then open. Then it asks you to entrust this. It is trusted. It contains no virus. So this now it has opened your project and it is trying to do what? It is trying to resolve with the dependencies you have chosen. It will download all the dependencies for you. It will download all the dependencies, and then after downloading the dependencies, you can then start your development. Can you see something here is showing all? Okay, so it has downloaded everything, and then you can check here to confirm your is it the hand? So pickup and delivery, sorry. Good. So here, come to POM, please. POM, double click it, POM.xml. This is the dependency manager in our IDE. So let's confirm that all the dependencies we have opted for while creating the project. Let's confirm that they are all here. The first thing here is we move down here. I can see Lombok, I see Spring, I see Framework, I see the first thing is the Java JDK was what? We selected what? 17, and it's 17. And then the first group ID, the first dependency here, can you see something here? Yes, the first dependency is what? Spring Framework, which is the starter, the one we have just downloaded, the starter, which is this very one, this starter. we opened this, and then we created the starter, and so that's the one it is explaining. Then next is what Spring Framework, the boot, Spring Boot. Here the starter, the JPA for the starter, and the what? This is also the security, right, for the starter, and what? Validation, is it not? For the starter. Next is what? Web. Can you recall? We have opted for web, and then we opted for JDBC connector, MySQL connector, and then the long book, and then I think the last is the Tomcat. This is part of the starter. Security is also part of the starter. So all our dependencies are here. Is it? Let me stop the video here so we discuss it one after the other.